So for close areas like this one, I'm going to point my arrows to the inside and have my dimension number in the inside of the extension lines. Don't forget your symbols, or else you have to erase after you just stenciled in all those numbers. Look it over, that one's done. This one will be pretty similar, so you can think, well, I have the overall width given to me because I'll have a radius. I'll have a diameter giving me most of this arc. The rule of thumb is if the radius is more than 180 degrees, give it as a diameter. If it's less than that, use a radius. That's in regards to arcs. Now when it comes to this, I am going to need to reference the center line because that is the line or the point that I'm going to use as my datum. So if I can give a measurement from here to here and then an overall, that will give me where this notch intersects this diameter. I don't really need to reference the outside because I'll have this radius up here. So when you're making this part, I don't even need the height of it because it's just going to come up and intersect. If you imagine cutting this, you would have a block of material with rounded corners, you would drill a hole, and then you would cut to the hole. So the distance to the hole is kind of irrelevant because of the way you would manufacture this. For this one, just because it looks symmetrical doesn't mean you can just have the viewer or the reader assume it. So I'm going to have to notate that it's symmetrical or give both dimensions from the center line. I'm just going to give both dimensions in this case. I'll say 0.25 and this is 0.5 overall. So I have the arrows pointing in towards this. I want to extend this extension just a tiny bit because it should be an 1/8 inch past that. 0.25 for this small section, and 0.5 for here. So I have the number on the inside and the arrows on the outside. I have the arrows and the number on the outside for that one. So both are acceptable.